My name is Mr. T, and today I'm going to show you how to install and join a Zoom meeting on your PC. Okay, in this case, a Windows PC. I'm going to open to my browser, and then we're going to go to the official Zoom website. It's always advisable to download from the official Zoom website. So what I'm going to type in is Zoom download. All right, you can see I've been downloading it frequently. So Zoom download, I press enter. The first link that pops up is the official Zoom website, zoom.us, then download. Okay, it is very, very important that you download from this very link because any other link could mean it has been hacked or anything of the sort. But always getting it from the original source guarantees that your privacy and everything else is in check. So I'm going to click on Download Center Zoom. Okay, it takes me to the Zoom download page. When we scroll through, we're going to see there are a lot of Zoom applications there where we can choose from. Okay, but the one we need to download is the very first one at the top, Zoom client for meetings. Okay, so I'm going to click on that to start the download. So you can see I already downloaded earlier, so it just did a quick one. But before I start installing it, when you scroll down, okay, you can see they also do have Zoom mobile apps. All right, there is Zoom app for the iOS ecosystem, and then there's also Zoom app for the Android ecosystem. Okay, now one quick one too is the fact that Zoom doesn't necessarily or categorically have an app for Mac books. So rather, you'd join a meeting from a browser, from within a browser. Okay, that is in case you go onto the Zoom website, you can click on join a meeting from here. Okay, let me demonstrate that real quick before we install the app and see that. So I'm going to open in a new tab so you can see how to join a meeting from within a browser. So once I click on that, it asks me to enter the meeting ID or personal link. Once I have the link from the teacher, in this case your words teacher, you're going to enter the link, then the ID, which is usually 9 digits, okay? And you're going to type it in there and you're going to click on join meeting. As per our security, okay, policy, we have asked all teachers to make sure their meetings are set up with a password. This is to ensure that no outside person who gets access to the code can be able to join the meeting without the teacher's knowledge. Once you join the meeting, it's going to ask you for a password. All right. So I'll demonstrate the same thing within the app. It's the same thing. But this is how to join a meeting in case you're using a Mac. Okay. That is the Apple laptop. And you do not find a Zoom app on the App Store for the Apple laptop. This is you can join the meeting from within a browser. Okay. With that said, let's go back and install the Zoom that we downloaded. I'm going to click on it to start downloading. I'm going to minimize this. Okay. And we can see the setup is going to start. It started. Okay, it's going to pop up a box. If you're using Windows, it will pop up a security box asking you whether to grant access or not. Once that pops up, you're going to click on yes to grant access to the installer. Okay. I already installed the app, so it skipped that option or that part and went straight to the app. Okay. So once it's installed, this is what you're going to see. Just like in the mobile, I'm sorry, on the browser or in the browser, okay, you can see join meeting and sign in. This is the only different thing from the app and then on the browser. Okay, for the app, you're going to see join in where you're going to enter the code that your teacher would provide, your word teacher is going to provide through email. Okay, for your word to join the meeting. Sign in is when you want to create your own account, but in this case, we are not creating an account. We are joining a meeting. So I'm going to click on join a meeting, and immediately it asks me to enter the meeting ID just like in the web browser edition. Okay, so I'm going to enter a meeting ID that I set up on my phone. Okay, we're going to do that by entering the code 413. Like I said, remember that the code always changes. The code always changes. This is to ensure that nobody uses one code all the time, and it's also to ensure that there is maximum security in terms of privacy. So nobody just uses the same code to join the meeting each and every time. So every time your teacher needs to host a Zoom meeting with your ward, they're always going to generate new codes which will be sent to you via email. Always make sure, remember my name for future meetings is checked. This is where you type in your ward's name. Okay, so assuming my ward is Mr. T, I'm going to leave that there, Mr. T. But if it's not Mr. T and it's Benjamin, I'm going to type in there Benjamin. Okay, so my teacher will know. Ideally, it's best to type in the full name of the child, all right, so that the teacher can tell which student has been able to join into the meeting. Here I'm going to put Mr. T because the meeting I set up on my phone already has the name Benjamin Tee-Sowah, which is my full name. So I'm just going to leave it at Mr. T. Okay, so as we continue, do not connect to audio should always be unchecked. This is to allow your ward to be able to interact with the teacher by speaking and using the microphone on the laptop. Turn off my video can either be checked or unchecked. Checked is probably because you feel where you are is not suitable enough to show the environment, okay? Or probably you're concerned about privacy issues and do not want to show your environment. That is okay. Otherwise, you can uncheck the box so that you can join the meeting with your video where the teacher can see your word um, and be able to. That makes the interaction even much more personal because the teacher can then see the student and interact with the student. Okay, so I'm going to uncheck that, assuming that um, I want to see the teacher and the teacher also should be able to see me. I click on join. And like I said during the web interface, okay, you're going to be given a password also from the teacher. It's going to be the meeting ID and then the password to join the meeting. This is to ensure for maximum privacy, okay? So I'm going to enter the password that will allow me to enter this very meeting. So I enter the password, which is a 6-digit number, which the teacher is going to provide in addition to the meeting ID. Join meeting, and it's going to load and join me to the meeting. So as you can see, let me mute that so that you don't get feedback in there. But as you can see now, I am in the meeting with my teacher. My teacher is not sharing his or her video, so I only see the first letter of the teacher's name. Okay. If the student also is not sharing the video, you're going to only see the name of the student. If I want to share my video later with the teacher, I can always click on start video, okay, to start sharing the video with the teacher. And this is how we set up and join Zoom meetings using the meeting ID and the password that the teacher will be sharing with your ward or with you via email. Okay. There may be instances also where the teacher may require a ward to share their screen in case they are doing any particular work and they're having difficulty. They can share their screen for everybody to see what they're doing and then they can get assistance. Also, there is a little chat room where they can go in there to chat. There is the record, all right, where the teacher can choose to record the session, the meeting that is taking place, okay, for probably later use. Where if a student wants to re-watch the meeting, it can be made available by the teacher to them. Okay, reactions is where you have your thumbs up and also a clapping icon, just to make the class more interactive. The teacher can also choose to invite more people to join the meeting by clicking this invite button, and participants will show you the number of people that are in this particular meeting. Now, if you look at the bottom of the participants place, you can see raise hand. All right. This is a button you can click to notify the teacher that you have something to say. And as you can see, you see a hand symbol that comes up by my name to show that I am signaling the teacher I want something to say, or I have something to say. Now, I can do this via the software, or if I'm sharing my video, I can physically raise my hand for the teacher to see that I have something to say. Okay, so this is a quick overview of how to install and join a Zoom meeting so your ward can interact with the teacher. Thank you very much. We will be leaving the meeting now. If you do have any more questions, you can always reach out to us, the school, and then we will help you out with anything at all. Thank you very much once again. My name has been, or is, Mr. T. Till later. Bye bye.